Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Last night, we got to see ourselves a nice and a lovely NHL 19 trailer, and it was a pretty one. Pretty cinematic, like most trailers are. Not a lot of, gameplay notice you can tell in it, but a lot of fancy hints and stuff, and a lot of news we get coming out of these trailers, so there's always stuff to talk about, whether you enjoyed the trailer or you didn't enjoy the trailer. I'm pretty excited for NHL 19. I'm pretty hyped about it. Today, what we're going to be doing is we talked about the trailer, some of the new features, but what we really didn't do in the video was we didn't really dig deep into what exactly is being added to the game. So we're going to do that in a couple videos here because I ramble on too long and apparently I shouldn't have like a 30-minute long video on two topics. So we're just going to break it up a little bit for you guys. And the first thing we're going to talk about is something I think a lot of people are going to be happy with, and that is the RPM, aka the real player motion, which isn't Frostbite. Let me get this out of the way real quick before we start talking about this, because it's a game physics edition. The real player motion is game physics, skating, the feel and everything. It's not Frostbite. I heard a lot of people say, oh, NHL doesn't get Frostbite, the game's useless and I'm not buying it, la da 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 da. Yeah, Frostbite this, Frostbite that. To be honest, I was never a Frostbite guy. I know a lot of people loved Frostbite. I was never a Frostbite guy. Like, they was like, oh, look how much better Madden was. I played Madden this year with Frostbite just as much as I played it the year before. 1 month, NHL came out, Madden has been played since. But the thing is, it's always, when it comes to stuff like that, I guess people that are diehard Madden people might notice a little bit better. But you still get the same stuff. When you play Madden, you still get the same cheese. You still get people running the same cheese plays. You still get the same glitchy stuff. You know, it all happens regardless of what it is. People are complaining regardless. I guess people still like to feel of it a little bit better. Hopefully that's what this real play motion brings with us, or real player motion thing brings with us here. Because like I was going to say, even if you brought Frostbite to NHL, we're still going to have everybody short side, and everybody's still going to one-timer from the point, whatever. There's always going to be that stuff that really upset people. It didn't matter what you did with Frostbite. If people could still spam the poke check, you could spam the poke check. They had to make an effort to fix that and tone that down regardless of what engine you used. But one thing the Frostbite would do, which this real player motion engine sounds like it's going to be doing, is it called an engine? I'm calling it an engine. It might be called a system. I don't know. I didn't make the game, guys, all right? I'm just here to talk about it and complain and give positives and negatives and hear you guys' feedback. And, hopefully you guys don't turn me off by that. You might, though. I'd probably turn myself off by now. Anyway, going on, right? New system. We're supposed to get better cuts, stopping, acceleration. All should be better, right? So when you're cutting left, you're cutting right, it should feel more crisp. It should feel more authentic, realistic, like you'd actually be cutting on real ice. The stopping, the accelerating, stopping could kind of be messy, clunky. The accelerating, you're supposed to actually accelerate and burst off of, when you're stopped, you're going. Same with the stopping and stuff, more of the realisticness, I guess, if you want to call it. Is that a word? Realistic? Yeah, realisticness is a word. And they're saying player size now matters. They're going to add a lot more animations. For if you're a bigger dude, you're a smaller dude, they added animations where you do different things when you're bigger and you're smaller, which is great. Again, I love this for the fact that small guys and big guys shouldn't be able to do the same thing, and EA's finally realized it. It took them a while, but they got it. They figured it out. Big guys shouldn't be 360 spin around like a small guy should, and the animations are different, for a hit from a small guy to a big guy, because you play the game now. And I bring this up as a great comparison. I hope this is something that's being addressed with the animation changes and stuff. You go and run up and go to a guy full board as a defenseman sometimes. Because the other guy's a power forward, you don't knock him off the puck. You bounce off of him. Like, excuse me? I'm going full board at this guy. I just bounced off him. I don't think so. Now, if he was a small guy and you bounced off him, it might make a little bit of sense, right? He doesn't knock him off the puck. So hopefully when you see the small guy, big guy, we see the difference in that now. Where the small guy, has, obviously there's a lot of different animations and stuff they're talking about, but I'm hoping that's one of them. We'll see, we'll find out. We ain't seen a lot of gameplay on it yet. We're just hearing a lot of news and stuff being added, updated, and everything else. But for the past few years, we've heard a lot about improved skating and the seamless puck pickup supposed to be being gone and everything else like that. But the difference is this year, we got the new system. I'm feeling good about it. I'm hopeful that the new system goes out there and makes a difference. Because the seamless puck pickups, to say the least, have been all but a meme because they're not gone. They're there, live and awake. Sometimes they don't pick it up. It's so seamless that you don't even touch it when you should touch it. So hopefully the new system fixes that, because it makes sense why it couldn't have been fixed. Like, they kept saying they tried to fix it, they improved it, right? Well, if the system doesn't change the engine in general, maybe that was the problem, right? You've been using the same thing over and over and over every year. I'm hoping the new system changes it. Like, the physics and everything's supposed to be different. Like I said, we hear this every year. But every year we don't have a new system put in play, and this year we do. So I'm really hopeful this system makes a big difference in the gameplay, the feel of the game for everybody. Everybody enjoys a little bit more. You ain't feeling like you're skating in mud and everything else. Like I said, that's what the cuts and everything else is supposed to be in there. You're supposed to feel a lot better, feel a lot more authentic, and you're not around there, like I said, skating in mud. So hopefully we see a difference in that. One thing I think we're going to see a lot of HUT people not be too happy about with would be the poke check spam. And I'm glad. Supposedly, get this, right? Proper puck protecting results in a penalty from the poke check. Can you believe that? I like it. I like where we're going here because there's so many times you play games, and that's the reason I can't stand Hut. Honestly, the biggest reason I can't stand it, besides everybody wanting cheese all the time, was always the poke check. It was so overpowered. And this year with Hut, it was so slow to start the season too, so they was forced to give Brody 99 overall. Like, whatever, I don't want to go down that road. But they was forced to, you know, your poke checking so terrible. I hate it. I want to be realistic. Like, if I'm pulling a stick backwards, you shouldn't be poke checking me from the right side. If I'm pulling it to the left, you should be poke checking me. Or the second I pull it back, or they poke it from behind. The poke from behind is the most annoying thing I think there is. I've learned how to use it, and, you know, it's funny because other people get poked by it. But at the same time, how often does that happen? How often does a guy have a breakaway and get poke checked from behind by a defenseman? Too often in this game. Hopefully we see a difference. Like I said, we're seeing different speeds, the acceleration. Hopefully that's for everybody. Because right now, there is acceleration in the game, and it's on, what? The defenseman. The D-men are the ones accelerating on a breakaway, not the forwards. The forward can have a 3-step lead and get caught by the D-men. So hopefully we see an improvement in that. I mean, I get the logic. You want to help the defense out because it's just a game, whatever. But, I mean, come on. Don't let the defense give it the breakaway, right? I'm looking forward to it, though. I'm looking forward to hearing all the complaints about the poke check spam. Oh, it's not good enough. And then EA will make it so it's super OP'd, and then we'll have poke check spamming back. Hopefully they don't, though. I'm really hopeful it stays down because let's play some good hockey. Wait for them to come to you, make the poke, right? Like, there's plenty of great opportunities to poke the puck. I think they got the poke check right pretty well, I should say. I wouldn't say complete. It's pretty good in ESHL. Usually the poke check in ESHL is good. That's weird. You go to Hut, and it's so much worse in ESHL. So hopefully they get it balanced out like that. And we're in ESHL. I like the poke check they got going on in there. Supposedly the collisions are better as well. So we're not going to see, you know, like we already brought it up. Hopefully we're not seeing guys go up there and running to the side of a guy and just bounce right off him all the time, or running to the side of a guy, bounce off him, but he doesn't fall off the puck. A lot of gameplay physics changing. Off the puck stuff in general. Hopefully we're going to see that fixed as well. Like, there's a lot of times you go up there, you run to the side of a guy, just picks the puck right back up. They're saying how hits are going to be, you know, different as well. You're going to see a lot more drive-through hits where the guy actually drives through the person. Supposedly we can see some 360 hits, looking for it. Not like the hitter doing the 360, but you know what I mean, where you hit the guy and he just spins like a half circle and he gets hit because he gets clocked so well. Looking forward to seeing that one as well. Like I said, though, no frostbite engine. I'm okay with it. I'm very okay with no frostbite engine. I don't know what you guys are thinking now. We're pre-game. Nobody's touched it yet. Nobody's touched the game, but we can speculate on how good it's going to be or how bad it's going to be. I like what they're doing. I don't compliment EA very often, but I like what they're doing so far. They're trying, at least. They're at least trying. We'll see what happens during the season, because that's kind of where they messed up with NHL 18 with Hut and everything, is they messed up during the season. Hut had potential. I think the decisions they made during the season with the challenges, the packs, the players, everything, that's where they messed up. So we'll see what they can do. I think, you know, Hut's not as needing as improved as other modes are, and it looks like they're working on other modes. ESHL, they're worried about the gameplay. Heard some stuff on franchise mode, getting some legends in the game. Got a Legends agreement. From what I'm understanding, they had to get an agreement, which I kind of figured is how it was with the Gretzky thing. He wasn't in the game because they didn't have an agreement to let him in the game. So that's kind of where that was. They got some deal done there so they can get a lot more Legends in the game. So that's great as well. But otherwise, though, guys, that's all I wanted to discuss with you guys today. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking. RPM. Like it? Hate it? Still want the frostbite? As always, though, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.